If you want to see your commit, you can type it over here, git status, nothing to commit, and git log. Here you will see that this is going to be your name and your comments over here, but this is still mm, inside your local machine. If you want to push it on GitHub, let's open at GitHub. I will use my account on GitHub. Device verification. Okay, give me a second. I did not expect this. Okay, I received. Okay, now I have logged in into my Git. I will create a new repository from here. I will say, let's say, to do app, and in description, simple to do app. No need to match it with the description which you provided in packet.json file. It is altogether separate one. I will make it private, and then do not check this box. Initialize this repository. Do not check this, otherwise you will find some complication at the time of pushing the changes to this repository. Just keep it unchecked and click on create repository. Now my repository is created. Here I will get my repository URL from here. Just copy this URL, go to your terminal again, and here git remote add origin and that URL. This is the command which you have to put to add my repository as a remote repository for this project. Okay, git remote dash v will show you that origin is added. Now I can push my code to my repository. If I see in this tab, okay, first of all, okay, so here it will show me that in my code tab I don't have anything over here. It is all empty repository. To push the changes, I have to type out this command, git push dash u origin master, but it will not work. I will tell you why it will not work. Okay. It is saying that RSA fingerprint is this is blah blah blah. Are you sure want to continue? I know that actually this is the same repository which I have added, so I will say yes. Now it is saying could not read from remote repository. Make sure you have correct access right and the repository access. What this means, I have created this repository. This is just a URL. That doesn't mean anybody can push to this repository. The person should be authorized to push to this repository. How do you make that person authorized? To authorize my computer to push changes to this repository, I have to add my public key in this app on GitHub. To do that, I have to go in, let's say, I think in settings, and here I will find SSH and GPG keys. I will click on new SSH key, and I have to put my SSH key over here. Now how do I get my SSH key? Let me go back to my Visual Studio Core, and the command which I am going to type here will be the same for you as well, and that will be cat tilde slash dot ssh id underscore rsa dot pub. If you have SSH key created already in your system, then you will be able to type out this command, which will show your SSH key. To create SSH key, if you do not have this file in your system, it will not show you anything. To create SSH key, you can refer any tutorial how to create. That's how to create SSH key. If you have Git installed, you can follow, let's say, this SSH key and a command to create your SSH key, and it will be by default be available in this location if you follow all defaults without any password. So this is my SSH key. I will copy this key and put it over here and click on add SSH key. If it is valid, then it will take that SSH key. Now my GitHub account knows this system, this computer. So whenever I am going to send anything, I am going to send this SSH key. It is not actually an SSH key, but something which can be decrypted using my public key, and then GitHub will understand that this is me who is sending this push request. So let's do it. Git push -u origin master. This time it should be successful. It is showing branch master setup to track remote branch master, and there is no error. If I go to my GitHub account, I will go to my repositories. Let me check where is the repository. Maybe on GitHub icon. Yeah, here I will see my to-do app repository, and I will see my folder backend and all my code which I have written: packet.json file, ts configuration file, server.js, and server.ts, but no node module folders. But if my colleague pulls this repository, he will have access to all these files. And now, because he has access to packet.json file, if he run npm install, his system will know what to install and how to create node modules folder. So node module folder will be created dynamically on his system, which will be exactly same as that of my system, because node module folders is created using packet.json file. Now because packet.json file will be the same for me and him as well, my all packages installed in my system will be same as that of his packages. Now with this, we have completed setting up the Hello World project using npm to install TypeScript. Simple Hello World we have created and sent to the browser, and committed the changes to a remote repository.